Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mario with All Things Gizmo, and I'm here with JP. We're going to talk about the new MacBook that you guys saw on the Apple event, and we're going to just give our little feelings and opinions about it and see what you guys think. You guys feel free to ask any questions. We'll try to answer them, or if you want to get stuff off your chest, that's fine as well. Let me just start by saying that I sat through the Apple commercial because it's and looked at how Apple tried to reinvent the MacBook, or the laptop rather. And they said a lot of nice things. They did a lot of cool things, to be honest, that were not necessary. But you know what? That's Apple for you. Having one part that you can put all your USB drives in, all your drivers in, and charge the phone as well, or charge the laptop rather as well, is a complete, I'm just like, why do that? So, they did something different finally by changing the colors. I don't know why would anyone get a gold one, but that brushed metal finish is pretty cool, in my opinion. The other thing that I would say is, why put a 480p camera on there? That's like taking a step back. But you know what? I didn't make it. So I feel like Apple makes great devices. And when you sit through that whole presentation, it was a nice commercial about how they made it smaller and smaller, and how they reinvented the battery, how they made this and how they made that. Yeah, that's fine, but it's a 12-inch screen with great pixel density, and you put pretty much it's like a low-end tech. It's the MacBook Air is better than that one, and to me it's a glorified netbook. It's a very expensive netbook.
That's what it is. It's a version of the Chromebook for Apple.
Yeah, and again, I said this before in the previous video that Apple is always going to be consistent in what they do. They're going to make great-looking products, great-looking devices, and they're going to charge you a premium price for it. That was no different with the new MacBook. They made a great-looking product. They advertise it really well because they show you how everything was made from changing the little butterfly things to making the battery, layered battery, and all that stuff, to changing the mouse pad, the trackpad rather, and making it different. You notice that they didn't say anything about the camera. I almost thought, like, did they forget the camera? Because the camera was crap. It was 480p. They made the thinnest laptop that they've ever made, but you know what? They haven't did anything that's different. To me, a lot of people are gonna buy it because it's an Apple product. People are gonna line up to get it. But you know what? People who are heavy users, people who need good products to do different types of things, may not want to get this. But you know what? People who are internet browsers and web browsers, they're gonna flock to that thing and get it, like college students and other people.
College student?
I don't be shocked if college students are getting this, man. It's a very thin MacBook. It's cool piece. People will get it. To me, I'll probably wait for the second generation, because by then they'll probably add a different port so that you can charge it. They'll make it a whole lot better. I'll tell you that much. I feel like Apple, whenever they make, this is the first generation of their new netbook or new MacBook. They'll probably make it a little bit better the next time around, or even the third or fourth generation. So, and the thing about it is, you're looking at all that stuff, like, okay, how much are you gonna charge me, Apple? Because this is a small thing, it doesn't have a lot of things. How much are you gonna charge me?
I'm thinking it was gonna be like $500-$600.
What was that?
I thought it was gonna be like $500-$600.
If it was $700, it would have been okay. It's a lot for a netbook, but okay, Apple, we understand it. They came out with $12.99, but if you want one that's a little faster, $15.99. So basically $1,300 and $1,600. Come on, Apple.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw the price, I thought it was a mistake. I literally thought it was a mistake, and I look and I'm like, did they say $12.99? And then I had to go back and read the spec, and I'm like, maybe I was like, I went back on Twitter trying to read the specs, because I'm like, what the hell? Like this is all it is. It's I see people. A lot of people are making fun of the Chromebook.
Yeah.
It's a Chromebook. Instead of you having cloud storage, you have SSD drive in there, and that's it. Okay,
That's
maybe
it.
a better screen. That's all it is.
It's a Chromebook Pixel.
Yeah, that's all it is, and it's tenor, and that's all it is. There's nothing more. I think the Chromebook Pixel have more ports in it,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the battery doesn't last. I don't know, man. It's like I'm using the MacBook Retina display right now, and I love it. And I think it's some of the stuff it does, the price is tenor, everything, it's worth the price. But I will not go spend $12.99 for that over the MacBook Retina.
Yeah. Either this is two things that's gonna happen. Either people get this thing, and they will because it's new and it's Apple, and they want to have the latest thing, or people say, you know what, let me get something a little bit better, and let me get the MacBook Pro. Because if you think about it, Apple can't shoot themselves in the foot because they have a product that's better than that one. You know, they have products like the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro that's better than the new MacBook. So they can't really they took a big chance on it, they took a big risk on it, and they're just trying to see how people react to it because that's a first generation product. And you know what? If people are smart, they wouldn't even get it. But that's me.
Exactly. If people are smart, they will not even get it. And this is why you're pushing people away. There's a lot of people that I know that said, I will not buy an Apple product because it's too expensive. Because a lot of people doesn't know the MacBook Air is about what, $800 at the start, $900. You can get a really nice MacBook Air for $800. And then this lady in my job, she wanted them. She, I'm like, you get an Apple, but she don't know that I'm not paying $1,200, $1,300. Because the news is telling it's $1,300,
Yeah.
but they don't know there's a MacBook Air out there. So when I said, no, you can get a MacBook Air for about $800, she was like, are you serious? And she go and buy it, and she love it.
Wow.
You know, and I promise you, if you go inside the store right now, they're not gonna try to sell you MacBook Air. They're gonna try to sell you that product.
Of course.
You know, I remember when I went to buy my first MacBook, and the guy was kind of disappointed. I'm spending $1,200 on a MacBook Pro. I'm spending $1,200 on a MacBook Pro. This guy also said, no. I think the guy trying to talk to me so I can get the next model. I'm like, no, I'm spending $1,200 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Apple.
they will get you the most expensive one.
Yeah, Apple is very consistent into charging your premium price for their product, you know, because they claim that their product is premium. Just because you put, first of all, just because you put metal in the product doesn't make it premium. It's really what's in the guts of the product, what's inside of it. To be honest, it's a great looking product, you know, it's good looking, but the functionalities are not there for me to warrant spending that much money for it. Now,
Yeah.
but you know what? Apple makes, you know, their software is top notch. You know, their everything else in it. First of all, you probably don't have enough power to edit videos on that thing, so
Don't. You can't.
you
You want
cannot.
listen. The MacBook Air is having a hard time to keep up with that. How is this gonna do it?
Yeah, some people edit videos on the MacBook Air because
Yeah, I mean you
they
can,
do
but
it.
it's annoying.
Yeah,
You know, you can keep up with it. Forget about this. You can't. The only thing you can do is just tap your report and go to the internet. That's it. If you start watching a movie after a while, it's not gonna be the same.
you're right.
It's not gonna be. You can keep up with it, and I don't know, man. Like I think I'm not gonna lie to you. This is what's happening. Apple have too much money. They're wasting money.
Wow. Hey, when you have $700 million in cash,
Billion.
I'm sorry, $1 billion, first $1 billion company. When you have $1 billion that you could, you know, that's nothing for them, you know, that's
No,
nothing.
no. You say first billion. No, they're not the first billion. They have 794 billion.
Wow.
They're gonna be the first $1 trillion company in the by next year. That's what they're
That's
saying.
right. That's right.
Yeah, they're gonna be the first trillion.
That's right.
They
That's
have
that's a
more
lot of
money
money, man.
with Google and Microsoft put together.
You
And
know what?
Google need to watch out for that too. Come to think of it, that's another video. But Google need to watch out.
I don't think so, but they're it's two different kind of companies, to be honest. Google's more of a software company.
Hmm.
Apple's more of a hardware manufacturer and software.
Yeah, but it's another video. We'll talk about that in another video.
That is a whole different subject, you know. That's a good topic though, you know.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I think to me, every time Apple have a new MacBook out, I'm always excited. I always want to try it, but I'm not interested in this. Even though if it was $700, I probably won't even buy it because it's not gonna do what I want it to do. And especially you put one port in there. You put one port in there for me to go spend money to buy the accessories so that can have more ports where I can only buy it from you only, not from everybody else. That's why Samsung is doing what it's doing right now with his watch. Because you can only buy the watch from Samsung only
Right.
to work with your Samsung phone. So Apple's there on purpose is only Apple's gonna sell that accessory, and it's not gonna be $20 or 40 or 50. It's gonna be at least 75 to 100 something dollars.
That's right. Would you spend that money if it was like, or would you buy it if it was like $500?
I'll buy it over iPad. Yeah, I would. That's the most I probably would pay for it.
Yeah. It's
It's a netbook. That's my problem. It's not doing anything
a
special.
netbook. It's a
It's just a
netbook.
netbook. So there's no need for me to buy it. I buy it just to buy it, not because I need it. I'm a tech person. I love gadgets. I'll buy it, but I'll buy it, use it for a month, and sell it on Craigslist or eBay to get rid of it. I will not keep it because it will not do anything special for me. Look at the Surface Pro. I think that was the best one. I was hoping they do something close to the Surface Pro. That's what I was hoping.
Maybe that's what the 12-inch screen iPad Pro is gonna be.
Whatever, man. I don't know, man. I feel like selling everything Apple have right now. They're just pissing me off.
Oh, stop it.
I love how it's just pissing me off, man. Like this, to me, I'm always looking forward to see what Apple's gonna bring. Not because I think they're the best one. Like, when it comes to certain stuff like computer and stuff like that, I'm always
Right.
looking forward. But it was not
Maybe
for me.
maybe Apple has reached their creative plateau. They've plateaued when it comes to creativity. Or
Yeah,
maybe they're not taking enough risk, because a lot of companies out there taking, a lot of risk, and it's paying off for them. Like the Microsoft Surface, the whole Surface line, it's genius.
the
It's
Pro, not just line, just the Pro, the Surface Pro.
even the Surface, even the regular Surface is genius. It's not a lot of money for a tablet that you can type in, do different things. It's a genius product. We could, I have a whole video that I want to make about, tablets. So that's a whole different topic for a whole different day. But you know what? So you're saying that if the new MacBook was, at least $400 or $500, you would probably buy it just to say you have it,
Yeah, but not because I need it or want
not
it.
because you need it. Do you feel like there's a market out there for a product like that, a product that price and a product that's like that?
Like that, yes. That price, no.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I noticed I'm in school right now. This is the first year I see a lot of Surface Pro 3 out there. A lot of them. Like, I've never seen so much. I'm seeing less and less MacBook Air or MacBook Pro and more Surface Pro 3. And then I spoke to a couple people that have it because I have one too for school and I love it. And
Right.
you know what the answer is? I don't need a tablet and a laptop.
Mm. That's the future of laptops. You got to be versatile, man. You got to have both, and Microsoft Surface Pro captures a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Part of what I wanted to talk about is I'll give you a little bit of what I want to make my video about is tablets. Tablets are becoming like big phones. They're just big phones. If you look at your tablet, it's a big iPhone or it's a big Android. The Galaxy 10.1, tablet was probably something, or the 12.1 was probably something that when Google asked Samsung to take to stop customizing the OS so much, that was, that's because Samsung was trying to make it, utilize the whole 12-inch screen and make it look different, made Android look completely different. It looked almost like a new OS, which is nice, because Samsung took that risk, but Google said nope.
That's the best tablet I ever used, besides the Surface. For
Yeah.
Android, that's the best Android tablet I ever used.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
a Samsung Note 12.1.
yes, that's the best one I ever used.
It's a
I mean, you see it, you play with it for a little bit.
yeah, it's a really nice one.
Yeah, my
Um,
brother have it. He won't put it down.
yeah, that thing it was a great idea. So I think the future of if Google was gonna make something or change the tablet game, tablets should have their own kind of special OS. I feel like they should put the Chrome OS on a tablet,
Yes,
to,
I
to
was
make
just
it
about to
to,
say that. And I
yeah,
think that's what Apple is thinking about the MacBook. Because when I
yeah,
saw the MacBook, I'm thinking it's like they want something that's not a full computer,
yeah,
that's not a tablet.
right.
It's kind of like in between.
Yeah, you gotta have a software for in between. So Chrome
Yeah,
OS will be great on especially big tablets, because it looks like a mini laptop. Netbook should never be around, to be honest with you. Why do you need a netbook? A netbook is just to surf the web and all that stuff. So if you have like a tablet, you can do all that stuff on there, and it looks like a
I
computer.
think this, I know I'm thinking right now that MacBook will give us an hint how the 12-inch Mac iPad would be.
Mm, yeah. If the 12-inch iPad comes out and it's the same software OS as all the other iPads,
That is a waste.
it's just a waste. It's just a big screen. What do I need a big screen for?
I
I
think
can
it
just
should be something in between. They take a little bit of OS from the iPad, a little bit of OS, software from the whatever they call
the
the
MacBook.
OS 10, whatever, and
Yeah,
kind of merge them together. It's like a hybrid a little bit.
yeah. You gotta have a hybrid. That you can do a little bit of both in because I'm looking at you looking at your tablets. You're like, man, it's just a big phone. It's just like, what the hell is so special about this? It's nothing different. Say I have my tablet set up as the same way I have my phone set up. It's weird. It's familiar to me, and I do it. I'm like, "Ah, it should be a little different. The only difference is when you turn it sideways or landscape, it changes the outlook of it. But that's about it though. It should be different.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm really disappointed in this. I'm really disappointed what Apple did with this. Now I don't know. Like you said, I think they reached the top. They need to go back and start thinking the other stuff, the other thing they need to do. And
They need to hire some people, man. But Apple doesn't, they don't take a lot of big risks. They play it safe always. Now
they do. They wait for everybody else to do their thing and see what everybody don't like, so make it better than theirs.
exactly, and they do a great job of copying people. So right now they came out with this was a big risk for them. I think. I'll be surprised to see how many people buy it. And then the second and the I guess the third generation, the next generations after that, they're gonna improve on it. So it
And
was
the
the first.
round too.
Yeah, they're gonna improve on it and make it better. If you think about it, when the iPad Air came out, it was kind of like the same thing, wasn't it?
iPad Air,
I said iPad Air. I'm sorry, the
MacBook Air,
MacBook Air.
it was expensive. It was like over 1,000 now. Look at
Yeah,
the price now.
yeah,
Better specs, more storage, and everything.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was much better. So I think that's what they're gonna do. I think that's something they're gonna lower the price and make it. But again, they need to. That price is just it's not worth the price to me. It's just not worth the price.
Right.
Can you believe you put a movie on an SD card, you try to play the movie in this? You will play the movie, but you will like a little struggle to play. It's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's
not
gonna
gonna be,
drain
what I think
drain your battery.
their software, they're gonna give us more option with their software.
Yeah,
They're gonna be more open with their software.
yeah, man. I mean, I can't think of anything else to say about it. It's a great looking product. They took some risk, but you know what? I don't think those risks are gonna pay off. Maybe they're trying to be visionaries on those new ports. Maybe if they had like two ports, maybe one on one side, one on the other, that would be different.
I don't know.
Nothing.
You know, I mean, that's all I have about the MacBook. Apple, the new product, the MacBook. I mean, they have the. It's so funny. They have the MacBook and the MacBook Air, but the MacBook is thinner than the MacBook Air.
And it weighs less than the Air one.
It made no sense. It made no sense to me, but it's
That's
Apple, man, and it's okay because Apple did it. So
Yeah, of course it's okay because Apple did it. Exactly.
yeah. All right, again. Well, if you guys have any questions, guys, please leave us a comment. Let us know what you guys wanna. Let us what you think about the MacBook. Are you gonna get it? Do you want it? And is it worth the price? And we're gonna keep making those new videos. And I know Mario have he just give me a couple ideas about videos about tablets and Google, Microsoft, and all of that. So watch out for our channel. Subscribe to our channel. You can see more videos of discussion. If you want to join us, send us a tweet. And you can join us for those discussions because the more people we have, the more fun it is and the more stuff we can talk about. That was JP from Alten Gizmo. I'm checking out.
Peace out, guys. Take care.
All right, again. Bless up, guys.